I'm talking to you.
Not your program.
Happy Wednesday.
Aw,
What?
7 years ago, we were on our trip with Kenzie.
That was the Kenzie's breakup
No, it
tour.
wasn't.
Yes, it is. You know, it's funny. Good morning, Pat. It is
I have to
something.
say, I don't know how well this is going to show up, if at all. Look at this. It was a picture of someone with a little car and a giant piñata.
I think that was Mexico City.
It was Mexico City. That was on our way out to go to
The pyramids?
the pyramids.
Nice. Yeah, you see a lot of crazy stuff in Mexico. Like maybe a family of 5 on a moped. That's a family vehicle in Mexico. A moped is a family vehicle. Why are you looking at your Facebook
I'm
feed?
trying to find my here.
My
stream.
here?
My stream.
My stream.
Good morning, Leslie. Good morning, Ree. Good morning, Pat. Good morning, everybody else that's watching and not saying anything. If you're here watching, say hola. Or you can say hi if you don't know how to spell hola. Hola. Okay?
I think it's actually holla. Because I hear people say this in the U.S. Holla! And they think they're saying hola.
You think they're saying hola?
I think
You think they think? You think they think?
I think they think that they're speaking Spaniel. And Spaniel is what Taylor calls
Spaniel. Yeah, Spaniel. Yeah.
Spaniel is what Taylor calls Spanish.
She keeps. It's supposed to be Espanol, but she calls it Spaniel. Nana, that's Spaniel.
Yep, it is. So today we are with a few clients.
Hola, ¿cómo estás, Marie?
So it is going to be a very, very busy, condensed day. We stayed at the office last night till about 9:30. In the video, I said 10, but we stayed till 9:30. And
I told you we were old. We probably wouldn't stay that late.
We walked through the fair, and it's exactly the same as it has been for the last.
But big. It's very big.
Yeah, that was our 20th fair because we're in that year where
COVID skipped a couple.
Yeah, but in 20, it's like every year. We went every year.
Yes.
And we remember when the kids were little, they used to have like a rodeo, like a bucking bronco.
Just a little bit. There we go.
They had a bucking bronco. There. They had a bucking bronco. They had a big one and a little one. So we would sit the kids on there, and they'd be like, very fast. They're getting thrown off.
Yeah, me too.
It was a fantastic time. And a lot of the rides are probably the exact same.
Probably the same
in
ones,
the 20 years. Even the little, they have those.
Excuse me.
Are you still contagious?
I'm not contagious.
Guys, stay away from her. She's contagious. You're going to get the hotness. She's got the hotness in her. Or it could be menopause. I don't know. Maybe. But the fair is beautiful. It's fantastic. There's so many. I don't know where you shoot the guns and you play the games. There's so many games and games of chance. They've got the mini roulette wheel, red
and black.
Got
scared by an underwear-clad Spider-Man. That would scare me too.
I am Batman.
I was just going to say, John does that to me all the time.
Yeah, I have Spider-Man underoos. Underoos as a child were, I think, the coolest thing. Because it was underwear, but you had secret underwear. Not like the Mormons do, but secret underwear that people don't know, but you know. If you're wearing your Spider-Man underwear, as a child, you believe you have Spider-Man skills.
Good morning, Sandra.
Now, oh my gosh, I just had a memory. When I was 4 or 5 years old, I went to the top we had these triangles. And at the bottom of the triangle was a swinging tire, so it was a three.
So in a park.
In a playground.
Yeah.
And I took a sheet and I climbed to the top of that. And when I jumped off, I actually had the sheet like a parachute. I didn't break my leg, but I realized it doesn't work. It does not work.
Good morning, Doug.
There is no parachute for little kids on the playgrounds. So, but it was a good idea for me. It's like also when I was a child, I called the radio station to talk to the Beatles because the Beatles song had just played And I called and I said, I'd really like to talk to the Beatles. Like, these are things I've done. Not proud of it.
Hooded cape with underwear, tennis shoes, singing the Spider-Man, where are you coming from, Spider-Man? I can so picture that. That's so awesome.
I do.
Kids are the best.
I love with the last.
Except for when they're in your house making a mess. Right?
The,
Taylor and Amberlin?
the last movie where they interjected all three universes. That was kind of fascinating. I mean, what a great idea. Like, there's somebody in Hollywood, we've got to do this and that. We need the Brady Bunch and the Flintstones. Like, they think of these
You think
things.
they sounded like that too?
Maybe. I think so. I really do. I have so many. When I was, I'm going to talk about my childhood again. When I was in junior high, I used to get in crap because I never spoke with my real voice. And I didn't even know what my real voice was because I had used so many different voices. When I was in high school, I used to do Reagan, Pee Wee Herman, all these different voices and jokes and things like that.
Not well.
Not well. Well, what the hell do you mean not well?
Karen.
What do you mean not well?
Your voice is, I'm itchy. I don't know what it is. It's itchy.
I all these things, all of a sudden, now that I remember jumping off that swing set with the,
you know what?
The blanket. Well, there you go. Christy hates having not good light on her. But as I'm remembering this, I'm remembering all these other things too. Like where the scar on that three-legged swing I'm talking about is also where I got the scar on my head. Because in the winter time, I was sliding down and that triangle sliced my head open.
Good morning, Tamara.
Hello.
She thought you were funny, John. Yeah, you're not married to him, are you now?
I appreciate that. So it was just odd, I think, in that high school, not understanding that you have a voice. I mean, I think I found my voice by the end, but that zaniness thing kind of stuck until you sucked it out of my soul.
You were weird when we started dating. I don't even know how I was gullible enough to start dating you.
When I knew people back in those days, I was a toucher.
Yeah, I was irritating.
And Christy told me to stop touching people. She just wanted me to touch her.
No,
that's how good my touch is.
I actually didn't want you to touch me.
She didn't want me to touch her either. She just didn't want me to touch anybody. Just don't touch anybody. Don't touch anything. Go through life not leaving your fingerprints on a damn thing.
Except for coffee cups.
But coffee cups, the only reason you introduced me to that was because I wanted you to stop drinking coffee.
I have a point.
You're a dealer.
From Tamara.
Thank you. I don't know
Is it Tamara or Tamara?
Tamara. Well, there was two. Are you? Yeah, she's. I believe. St.
John.
Yeah, I believe she's Tamara.
So
because there was a Tamara also, and I don't. Please tell me, is it Tamara or Tamara? Remind me, please.
So she says it's like Darwinism versus creationism. God's time is probably days equal millennium. It's all about perception and multi-planes overlapping. That's right, Ree.
But God does.
Touch me in the morning, just let me go. And Karen likes the neckline on my dress. Thank you.
I do. You dress nice, except when you dress sloppy. So we have clients today. So
my mom thought I looked sloppy yesterday. She didn't like that outfit, the blue.
Oh, I did. I like that. When you dressed it, you looked hot. I had to kiss
I was
you.
hot.
You were hot.
It was a little too much.
Okay, so there she goes. She says, but you haven't told us, Tamara. But it's got to be Tamara. I love you
guys. Your coffee time is a highlight for me. Oh, poor Tamara.
Yeah.
I do too. Where did you get that? To be honest, as normal, I bought
Dress Barn.
Secondhand store.
Yeah, but you get stuff from the Dress Barn. Who buys stuff from a place that has barn in the name? So let's see where it's from. Hang on. Yeah,
doesn't say.
No, I just can't see. Oh, wait.
Okay.
No, it's coming. There's a website. It says.
It doesn't matter.
Swimsuits. What? Swimsuits in all? This is a swimsuit in all dress.
And it's short in
Wait
the
a
front.
second. Is this for
and
the pool?
long in the back.
Are you supposed to be wearing this at the pool?
I don't know.
It says swimsuits and all. Does anybody know what that is?
It's obviously a store, maybe an online store.
Well, we know that we like the neckline.
Yeah, and in the front it's shorter than in the back, so it kind of hangs down in the back, which I like.
Yeah.
See here and then at the back.
Oh yeah, on the back it does like a swoopy thing.
A swoopy thing.
When they go to design school, they're like at a swoopy thing.
Tamara with a T.
See,
Tamara.
it is Tamara. Look at that.
Thank you for correcting me.
Thank you. I love it.
Yes, I have suits from them. They're chlorine safe.
And we don't even really have a lot of chlorine in our pool.
We have a saltwater pool.
Why did we do that? We could have done that with this. We should have just...
More than likely, I would not have worn... Maybe this is a bathing suit cover-up. Do you guys think I'm wearing a bathing suit cover-up as a dress?
You might be.
Eek!
Swimsuit.
Does anybody care?
And all. I don't know. Do you care that she's wearing this? I do now, because now everybody I meet, I'm like, she's wearing it as a dress, but really, it's a swimsuit cover. Can we?
Are you really going to say that? Are you really going to throw me under the bus like that?
I may. I just might. Who knows? I would never do that. I would never, unless it was funny. Then absolutely, you're under the bus.
Karen doesn't care. Karen doesn't care, so Karen. We're good. And she's English-ish.
And Karen cares. So this morning, we finished the last episode of Embarrassing the Circle. Okay, and it's the 5th season. There were so many surprises and shocks.
Oh, some are and some aren't. They have both. I have one that looks like a dress, but it's a top and skirt. So it could be a dress. And you know what? If it's a bathing suit cover, it's not see-through like some bathing suit cover-ups are. I have some that I would definitely not wear as a dress. I have a really pretty white one that I got, a long white one. Yeah. It's very pretty. I like that one.
See, and this is the thing, because Christy has her idea of what pretty is. And we're very, so, oh yeah, yesterday she comes back to the office smelling different. She's like, I just wish men wouldn't wear so much cologne. And I'm like, were you hugging him? And she's like, she didn't stroke her beard. I'm her beard. Oh no, you're my beard. I can't ever remember what that story goes.
Yeah, there's no story. Anyway.
But yeah, she did not smell like Happy. So Happy is her perfume. And I don't know if she wears it because I love it.
I wear it because it's one that you're not allergic to.
Do you like it though?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. Because it's a happy smell.
Oscar de la Renta. That's the one I was trying to remember. I used to wear Oscar all the time.
Yeah. And I remember too, I had an allergy attack in Sellers when we were getting something, you were doing something. Oscar was involved, although it did not create the allergy attack. There's been 3 times, I think, in my life where I've had bad, crazy allergies, and 2 where I thought I may die.
And 1 I took the pillow off. So
you did. Thank you for that. And
it was a feather pillow though, so you know
it was. No, she hasn't really tried to kill me that I know of. Now everything in my life tastes like antifreeze, and I don't know if that's a coincidence, but we do know somebody that tried to kill somebody with antifreeze. We really do.
So, and every once in a while, he tells me the food tastes a little bitter.
Yeah, no, but it's true. We know people who have murdered spouses, friends of ours, and I'm concerned Christy got some ideas.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go open that back door in case the housekeeper got stuck out there. I'll be right back.
Why would the housekeeper get stuck out there? I don't know. Okay, and I know when I said that, I was actually expecting Christy to answer, but she didn't, and I'm like, that's kind of strange. Using AI, oh my gosh, if you are not understanding what it is revolutionary. It will absolutely 100% change the world, get rid of 60 to 80% of all jobs in this world, if we allow it to.
Okay, see, progress. I leave for a minute.
I'm talking AI, baby.
I know.
I am in love with AI. I love everything about it. It's very woke. The Chat GPT, like we've mentioned previously, you ask it for a woman joke, can't give you one. Ask it for a man joke, it gives you nonsense.
So Karen wants to know what the concoctions in these jars are. This and this are 96% alcohol.
Vodka, but it hasn't been cut yet.
Well, it's like Everclear. We need to
Filter
water
it.
it down, then filter it, and then we can use it as vodka. This was our first attempt at gin.
It has never moved because it's really strong. It was not a
successful attempt. So John's going to redistill it, which is kind of cool that you can. And maybe next time we'll try it in small batches instead of.
And what about the other stuff?
10 liters. Well, this is gin.
That's the blue gin that they sell at Costco. Very good. Just buy it.
London's #1 or something.
That's the tequila. From the pork place.
This is tequila from tequila. Yeah. I bought in bulk.
Yeah.
And then this is the last
vodka.
of our vodka that is distilled.
But it isn't the last of our vodka because we discovered at the office we've got some.
Oh, yeah.
And Shirley's got hers in the fridge. Why hasn't she brought that home?
Well, that's a long story, and I'm not going to go into it, but it's okay.
Okay.
Brown gin, that's different. Yes,
well, okay.
It does. Does the cookie jar need to come back out?
No. I was talking about AI, not COVID.
Ow.
Yeah, I'm sick and tired of COVID, and people are still stupid about that. Okay, what else is going on in our world right now? What's going on this weekend? I think we're going to be at the fair pretty much every evening this week.
No, tonight we have dinner plans. Tomorrow night we have dinner plans.
We can go after.
Why do we want to?
So we're going to meet, but maybe we will, we won't. We've been hearing conflicting stories.
Yeah.
Have you been to meet? Tell us. Even if you're watching this after we're live, tell us, please, for today.
Before 6 o'clock, because that's our 6:30. That's when our reservation is.
So yeah, we're going to meet, and we've been hearing that.
Doesn't matter if it triggers and Christie eyeballs you. It doesn't matter what you're talking about.
That's my entire freaking life. Okay, everything in my life.
True that.
Yesterday, it was said that, I would give a kidney for something. I can't remember. I said to Christy, I would use your kidney because your liver is shot.
Which it isn't, because I'm not yellow.
But you are kind of yellow. You are kind of yellow.
I am not.
You're just changing yellow all the time. Ow. She slapped my butt. Okay. Anything else we can tell us?
Welcome to long-term marriage, yeah. 34 blessed years.
Why would you even mention
At least
that?
one of them was.
Today, I'm looking in the mirror and I see, obviously, oh yeah, I'm still old. And then I'm thinking how old I am. Chris is like, well, you're old. And I'm like, no, I remember getting up and having to change the channels manually. And I also remember when you used to, and you had the UHF, that we never had that really in Canada. Because you had the VHF, and I think it was VHF. I don't remember, the 0 to 12 or 13. And then you had UHF, and we never had UHF channels in Alberta because nobody did that, I guess. But in those days, it was cool. I mean, I remember, I think I was 12 when we had our first television with a remote control. And it was great. It was an RCA, and I think it had 4 buttons, the channels and the volume and maybe the power button. And it almost electrocuted me. I actually have scars from that television because I went to the back. We'd play Atari. And one time it actually electrocuted me, or it almost did. My brother thought I was kidding. And I didn't tell my parents for 3 days. Could not move my arm. And one morning I'm at the kitchen table and my mom's like, what the hell's wrong with your arm? Like she knew something was wrong. And I'm like, television, blah, blah, blah. So I had to go to the doctor, and the doctor said my arm was burnt from the inside. It was all crispy because this television.
It wasn't crispy.
Well, it was damaged. And it took me like 3 months to be able to get like full mobility again. It was terrifying. There are televisions that will kill you, but fortunately now they're all the big, and they're 100 watts.
Karen says that she remembers rabbit ears on the top of the set. Yes, she's
yes.
Well, I lived out in the country when I was a kid, so I remember that too.
Well, the country was new when you went out there. I mean, that's how old you are. She's always hurting me. So yeah, now that we know how old you are, what should we? I don't know. I mean, we can talk about anything. We can talk about party lines.
Oh,
And it's fun.
I had a party line too when we lived out in the country.
So many people like under 40 have no clue what a party line is.
What's going on with the email of water?
We don't have a clue what you mean.
What do you mean email of water?
If we had been drinking wine, like Christie does often, we might know what that means, but I have no idea what that means. Ugh, what does that mean? Help
What's
us out,
going on
Linda.
in the water?
Oh.
Well, you mean the ocean? The big waves? Or,
Oh, there are big waves.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. We're not there. We're way away from the water.
Now, this is one of those times when the waves happen where you kind of stay out of the water or watch. If there are no Mexicans in the water, you just got to know, stay out.
The beaches all have flags now.
Really?
There's a lot of them that have flags, not all of them, sorry, I shouldn't say all, but they're doing that to keep people out of the water if it's safe. I mean, so no water in my house. Oh, well, I have no idea, Linda. They might be fixing pipes. They might be changing things up. I have no idea what you mean about no water.
More than likely, it could very well be that the construction, because there's so much construction. Hopefully, they remember to connect your water.
That's not funny.
I know. No, because then they'll have to dig it all up again. I mean, I saw those guys that were working in front of your house. I sent you a photo of this like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I don't even remember when.
I think it was longer than that, but whatever.
Maybe. So hopefully you get water. You got a pool, you can use that. We have a 15,000 liter cistern and a 5,000 liter cistern.
Pool is not a cistern, it's a pool.
No, but you can use it for drinking water. There are ways to do that. Because if we ever had to, what we would do, let me tell you, very industrious.
I can't wait.
We would use the generator that's in the truck. It does like 150 watts. Turn that and plug in the water treatment system. Take water from the pool, pour it into the cistern, and from there, it still wouldn't work because we have a pressurized system. Grrr!
So yeah, we're hooped.
We are hooked. But we do have the 1,000 liters on top, which has got to be disgusting.
Yeah. Because you're not putting bleach in it or anything.
Plus, we have the 1,000 liters in the front yard, which is not, it's even worse because it's buried. I was thinking that if we were going to have solar panel batteries, that is exactly where we want to store them. We would pull up, we'd have to dig all that up, put the batteries in there, and then it's a nice, cool, dark place.
Some lady in blue was looking for you.
That's intriguing.
Is that...
Hello, Marie. Nice to catch you live. Thank you. Yes, I mean, so no water in my house. Oh, man. Are you here right now? Is she here? Yeah.
I think
here.
so.
So she got no water. You make a phone call. Talk to Shirley. Shirley will find out what's going on with your water situation. Or Gaddy. Gaddy is probably who you want to use. Just because Shirley's doing so much stuff right now. I feel bad for Shirley.
She likes it.
Yeah.
She likes being busy.
Yeah. So everybody needs a Shirley. Shirley needs a Shirley. So if you know a Shirley, let us know. We'll hire her for Shirley.
All right. So on that note, it's 10:30. We're done.
What?
I have to go. We have to go. We got work to do. So you guys have a great day. It is Wednesday, so don't have a great weekend yet because it's not the weekend. It's hump day.
But if you're here, you need to go to the festival. You need to see it. Kind of start
Oh,
around,
the housekeeper. Oh, that lady in blue.
start about 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock is a good time to come for the festival. Maybe 7.
Yeah, it's pretty late.
Yeah. All right, guys.
All right, guys. Have a great one. We'll talk to you later.